Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzing Pattaya, the show where we talk about things that are happening right here, right now, as well as general news, tips, information and advice. Now, joining me on part 2 of my interview here with Darren. Darren, how you doing, buddy?
Good, thanks, Trev.
All right, now if you didn't see part 1, there is a link in the description below. Have a look, check it out, where Darren and I spoke about things about the impact that COVID's had here in the LK metro area, as well as Pattaya, etc., etc. If you didn't see it, please have a look in the link below, check it out. Now, today's is going to be a lot more upbeat. I want to talk about all the fun things. What's the funniest thing you've seen here in the 7 years you've owned this business?
Oh, God.
See, I've got him. If you didn't, while you ever think now, see, the last video I nailed him in 2 minutes 49 seconds. This one I've nailed him in 52
seconds. Yeah, you didn't give me any warning.
No, none at all. Straight in.
Do you know what? I get asked quite often, why don't you write a book about your experiences? And if I knew I'd still be here 7 years later, I might have started jotting down things in a diary. But you see things every day in this place. You know, just on the deck, the characters that this place attracts is just amazing. And we talked a little bit in the first segment about the I, meaning now
international.
And I think that's what I love about this place so much, that you can, on the deck the other day, there was only about 12 or 15 people, we counted 9 different nationalities.
Wow.
So just the interaction of those international customers, it's hilarious at times. It really is.
And I'm guessing because of the fact that it's such a wide spread of customer base in terms of where they come from, that must stagger throughout the day then, because the time difference to like Australian football will be on at a different time to American football, to the English Premier Football. I mean, so you must be constantly getting a sort of like a wave of people coming through.
Absolutely it is, yeah. The morning is actually prime time in the States.
Okay.
So you get a lot of American customers coming in watching their basketball, their college football, NFL, and all the American sports. Through the day, prime time is from Australia. So you've got your AFL fans, your rugby league fans. And then, of course, in the evening, it's more the UK, where you've got the football and...
the mighty Arsenal play, don't they?
Yes, the rugby and the cricket.
No, don't rugby and cricket. Arsenal, let's go back to Arsenal. Did you even know who Arsenal are?
Of course I do.
You didn't really, 7 years ago you didn't, did you? Maybe 7 years into all your Australians.
I've always been a huge sports fan, so I sort of pride myself on being able to have a decent conversation with anyone about a particular sport. So.
I mean, let's talk about sport for a second, because one of the things that I would like to ask you, because I've got to be honest, it would worry me, is we are all very passionate about our team. We're all very animated and we get carried away, and we're living that every second of the game.
Yep.
Do you sit back and watch 2 rival team fans in here thinking, oh, this is not going to end well? Or do you think, do you know what, these guys are just going to enjoy it for what it is and crack on? Do you ever, because I would worry.
Of course, and you know, the EPL brings out amazing passion in their supporters.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
To a point that me being from Australia, have a little trouble understanding it.
Is it not like that in Australia?
Absolutely not, no.
Really?
We are passionate about our sport. Actually, a great example of that, we were sitting here not that long ago, and I was sitting with a couple of English lads. Yeah. And they were amazed. We were watching the State of Origin, which is probably, you know, as passionate as we get in Australia.
Okay.
And they couldn't believe, you know, that fans were sitting next to each other. And they said that just wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't sit next to a Spurs fan.
Exactly.
Watching Spurs and Arsenal, not a chance.
Yeah.
Only because I don't want to see them crying, because they always finish below us. They're going to nail me for that now. I mean, obviously, you know, it must be like incredibly a proud moment when you look outside and from the bar outwards, you're seeing your business is rammed. And I know it does get rammed. Right now, okay, we know the situation, but I've been here when literally you can't get through that door. There's absolutely no question that you can't get a seat.
Turning them away.
What do you think is the success as to why iRovers is so popular? Because there are other options around here.
Yes.
I would say arguably not as good, because in terms of, you've got, certainly from my knowledge, most of the TVs here, and you certainly cover pretty much every game that you could possibly want.
Yeah.
What makes iRovers so special?
It's a good question. I believe two points that make us the premier sports bar in Pattaya. And number one is the amount of sports we can play.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much you can come in and ask for any sport that's live around the world, whatever it is, we will put it on for you.
Can we have a challenge on that? Can someone come in and challenge
Absolutely.
you?
I mean, yesterday morning, a guy walked in, wanted sailing the America's Cup. I didn't even know it was on. Anyway, I found it, and he sat there for a couple of hours and enjoyed it. We can get any sport. But I think the number one reason is the atmosphere. I don't know, it's the configuration of the bar, I'm not quite sure, but you've got 21 TVs around with especially a major event like a UFC or a major football game. And every single TV is on that channel.
Yeah.
And we've got surround sound pumping, and it's just an amazing atmosphere.
Yeah, I have
Really
to say, and guys, if you've been in the iRovers before, please, drop a comment. What was your experience like? I have to say, from someone that used to play pool for the iRovers, I used to come in here after football on a Saturday, that is exactly, in my opinion, I mean, when you were just talking then, I was reliving that surround sound, all the screens for the same game, everyone's just, it was just amazing. It really, really was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of sport, okay, iRovers is very well represented in terms of how people perceive it as being a sports bar. Everyone knows iRovers, place to go, LK Metro without a doubt.
Sure.
However, there's a lot more to the iRovers than just sports. I mean, you've got a very, very comprehensive food menu, haven't you?
We have, and I think I've been accused of not putting it out there enough. To be honest, iRovers doesn't do a lot of social media. It's probably to your horror. We don't. In the past, it's just been word of mouth. Through COVID, we've done a lot more social media than what we've ever done before. But before, it was just word of mouth. So yeah, that's a good question. I'm not quite sure.
But your food is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean the food's great, and it's really good value for money.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
that's the good thing about it. We went back about 3 years ago, I suppose, and it was just so many positive comments about it. Before, and I'm going to be totally honest, the early days we were a little bit hit and miss. It was good food, but it probably wasn't consistent. About 3 or 4 years ago, people were saying things such as, we've never had a bad meal here. And I recognise that, and our chefs now are the same chefs we've had for all those 4 or 5 years now.
Brilliant.
So I think they just understood our food better and understood how the customers want to cook and understand exactly how to cook it. So we look after them, they're part of our family, and they're a very important part of the family.
But I think as well, I mean, I think you're underselling yourself a little bit here, because I mean, I was here before you took over. I was here playing the pool for Simon and Josh, etc., and I was part of that environment. And there was very little food. It was on the game, it was there, but it wasn't.
Small menu.
It was a small menu, but it was more of a case of, let's go and watch football, let's have a few beers, let's play pool, that's it.
Yeah.
Now you get, I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I would now say you get probably as many people coming to eat the food as you do watch sport.
Oh, we do, yeah.
Which surely that's a testament to how well your food is.
All the time, so you need another reason for people to come in. But you're exactly right. It was a very limited menu, and always listen to the customers. They will tell you, you've got a great menu, but you haven't got this. If you hear it more than once, then it's worth something that you've got to look at. So the menu's been expanded quite a lot, and during recent, the food's become very important during COVID because, as you know, we've just come out of our second lockdown.
I know,
So we teamed up with Hungry Now. I know it's not a plug for them, but Hungry Now, and we do an amazing amount of food home deliveries now. Yeah. And that's been very, very good for us.
I mean, when you say about your menus expanded, I mean, honestly, he's being so modest here. It used to be burger and chips, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, it was on one piece of
that was
paper.
it. So you either had the burger, the chips, or the burger and the chips. I mean, now you do have a really, really good menu. And guys, if you want to find out, I'll put a link to the iRovers Facebook page, etc. in below. Have a look, check it out, because if you like your sport, fantastic. If you like your sport and like your food, even better. And if you just want to come and have a nice meal in the centre of what is probably the most up and coming part of Pattaya City, again, fantastic. Question I'll ask you, Dan, do you still do the pool table, the pool teams?
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, pool and darts are a very important part of our iRovers. I think we're, if not at least in the top 2 largest darts bars.
Wow.
We have 2 teams that play every night of the week, so you've always got a team playing at home, which is great. It's very important for us. And we're represented also in the Pattaya pool competition, and those leagues are great for filling the bar when there's not much live sport on. Yeah, so they're a very important part of iRovers. And anybody who is actually coming to Pattaya, wants a game of pool or wants to throw a dart, please come and see us and put your name down. We love having our visiting customers come along and join our teams.
And I will tell you now, and I don't know her name, and maybe you can help me, but there was a girl here earlier. I was waiting for you because you were busy doing some bits and pieces. There was a girl here earlier, one of your girls who works here, playing darts.
She's still in there now, actually.
Damn, she was good. And I was like, and I just jokingly, I was watching and she said, oh yeah, my best score is 120. I'm thinking, is that an accumulative total over the whole night, or is that just in 1 3-dart visit? And she was really, really good.
Yeah, she's a very good player. And again, just came here to work. I think we were short for a player one night, and she put up her hand, and she's been in the team ever since.
Brilliant, brilliant. I mean, talking about your staff, I mean, you mentioned earlier about the catering and the chef are part of your family. I mean, how important are your girls? I mean, how have they soldiered through what's been an horrific time? I mean, how does that make you feel? How proud you must be that they stayed with you rather than just disappeared?
Incredible, an amazing effort. They we haven't been able to bring them all back. In fact, before COVID hit, Trevor, we were up to 45, 46 employees.
Wow,
it was
45, 46.
Yeah,
wow.
It was an amazing business. Now we're down to only about 20. But those 20 are very important. When we can bring the rest back, we will. They call us all the time.
Yeah.
But we brought back initially the people that we knew we could trust, we could rely on. When you've got a smaller team, it's just so important.
Yeah.
So we brought those people back, and they haven't let us down. They've just been fantastic.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah. And a question I get asked quite a lot is about accommodation.
Yep.
I mean, are you still able to offer rooms here?
Only on long-term basis.
On long-term, okay. And what do we define as long-term?
Oh, you've got to stay for a month. It's the
the criteria.
The criteria.
The criteria. So guys, if you're looking for somewhere to stay, just pop Darren an email. He'll answer it for you, and he'll deal with that inquiry for you.
Great.
All right, brilliant. So we've covered off the pool teams, we've covered off the girls, we've covered off the food, all the different sports.
Sure.
I mean, I guess the question has to be now is, with regards to sport, what is your biggest crowd puller in terms of sport right now?
Ooh.
UFC?
I'm going to say UFC.
Yeah.
UFC is an incredibly it's got an amazing growth of a viewing sport. If it's a major UFC event, as it was the other morning, we're even turning them away at the door during COVID times.
Wow, that's incredible.
And that pretty much explains how this sport has grown.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people out there, and I understand it, that don't like UFC. I get that.
I hate McGregor. I heard hands up.
There is no question it has an amazing audience. It has an amazing audience. But at the same time, you know, Six Nations rugby, and you know, again, amazing crowds come in for that. EPL as always, State of Origins. The Ashes cricket's coming up at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Always get a great crowd for that. So yeah, there's still quite a lot of sports that pull a great crowd. And obviously, we've just been through Super Bowl too, which always, you know, packs them out. So.
You see, in all the years I've known Darren, and I've known him a fair few years, in all the years I've known you, you could have said Arsenal. I mean, that was terrible. I mean, I'm sat here talking to you, and you could have just floated my boat and said Arsenal, but no, I didn't even feature.
Mate, when you come in and watch Arsenal, I'll tell you that.
All right, brilliant. Well, listen, it's been fantastic talking to you. Before we wrap up, I just want to fire a couple of questions at you. Someone's coming here for the first time, never been to Pattaya before, has no idea what to expect. What would be your pearls of wisdom to share with that person? I've got him again. Oh, God, I love it. What a great...
Pattaya is an amazing place.
Yep.
Take your time to understand it. Take your time to get to know the place. Don't be too hasty to
fall in love. I'll say it for you. Fall in love. Don't fall in love.
Go to half a dozen bars first.
Only half a dozen?
Yeah, at least. If you want to go back to the first bar, that's fine.
Just keep going, keep
going.
Keep going. All right, and last question. If you were not here in Pattaya and you were not doing iRovers, what would you do? My dream is to always go back to my home, which is a little coastal town about 1 hour from Sydney South. It's home, it's on the coast, it's where I grew up. Hopefully one day I'll get back there and settle. Family and friends are still there. It's still got a massive piece of my heart there. Brilliant.
So all the people from the Gong, we'll see you again soon.
So there you go. So he wants to sit out on the veranda in his rocking chair with his bottle of beer, thinking, God, I remember LK Metro back in the day. And
there'll be some memories, I tell you.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Darren, it's been fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the interview as much as we have. Remember, in the description below will be all the links you need to come and check out iRovers here in LK Metro. If you're coming into LK Metro and you're not sure where the iRovers is, it's very easy. If you're coming from Soi Buakhao or you're coming from Soi Diana, it's irrelevant. Just keep walking and eventually you're going to get to the corner point and look straight in front of you and you will see the iRovers. All the girls are here. You'll hear all the people shouting and screaming, watching all their sport, etc., etc. And don't forget, if you're looking for really good quality food at very, very good, reasonable prices, again, come here to the iRovers. All right, that's it from me here today, guys. Thank you very much for watching the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzin Pattaya. Remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when we bring out a new video. Don't forget, check out our members area and join our Telegram group. We've got nearly 1,000 people now, all like-minded, all with a love of Pattaya. Go and check it out, join in and have some fun. All right, guys, that's it from me and Darren here today. You've been watching us here, the Irish Rovers, LK Metro. Thanks very much, and wherever you are in the world, stay safe.